Hi Art 1 students. Today you're going to learn about different types of symmetry. Some types of symmetry you've learned about with your math classes, like asymmetry, bilateral symmetry, and radial symmetry. With art, we talk about symmetry as also being a form of balance. Alright, so in order to know how to set up a composition with different types of symmetry and balance, we're going to do a little study with shapes. First, you're going to have radial symmetry. You're going to have these squares that are 6 by 6 inches. For radial symmetry, you're going to fold it in half twice. Then you are going to cut the edges off so they're curved, because radial symmetry has something radiating out from a curved thing in the center. All right. Now the centerpiece, you're going to also cut out a little corner. All right. Now from that corner, which is rounded, it's not exactly round, you're going to make some little designs come from the center of the corner. When the designs radiate out from the center, like rays of the sun, that's called radial symmetry, because they go around the center point. Let's curve this one off too. Okay, so that's a radial design. It's coming out from the center. Then to make it more interesting, cut little designs and shapes around the edges and such till you end up with a finished piece. All the way around. Like so. Okay, the next piece you're going to work on after radial symmetry and balance is bilateral symmetry. When you're finished making all these pieces, you are going to glue them down. Bilateral symmetry is the same on both sides. So you just fold it in half. Bilateral symmetry is also known as just symmetry. So you can cut whatever designs you want out all the way around it. But because we only fold it in half, it's going to be the same on both sides. Cut in on both areas. You can do very interesting designs. I'm going quite quickly here so as not to, be too boring. But as you can see, I took a lot more time on these. And you continue to cut and cut till you get an interesting design, like something like this. For your final piece, it's asymmetry. Asymmetry means it's not even on both sides, but it is interesting enough to lead the viewer's eye around the page or to have some interest within the area. For asymmetry, you're going to fold your paper in half. You're going to cut it in half. And you're going to make both halves different from each other. So, for instance, this half could be smaller, like this piece is here, and they're overlapped. You're going to make them fit in. But you also want to have cutout shapes within your asymmetry to make it more interesting. All right, in both pieces. And again, I'm going quickly here. You should take your time and make a really nice design like I did on my final piece. And then when you lay these down, they're going to be off-center. But again, make a lot more cutouts so you have a lot more openings. When you're finished, you're going to glue it down on a background paper. What I suggest is using complementary colors. Complementary colors are opposite each other on the color wheel, like blue and orange, red and green, purple and yellow, and they make each other pop. Okay, when they're not mixed together like in paint, that gives them a dull gray or a muted dark tone. When they're placed next to each other and not mixed, it makes a high contrast or makes the colors pop. So I would suggest using complementary color pairs as your focus as well. And the complementary colors are on the color wheel and they're noted on the sidewall. I can show you that later. Once you glue these down, I want you to do some decorative aspects to them. For instance, I added a shadow underneath, permanent marker. I put a strip down that matches the inner part and did a decorative border. I also labeled these. I do want you to label yours in an artistic, nice way with permanent marker, and the way they'll show up. Don't just slop down what they are. I want you to label them. The sample will be up so you can check your spelling. Of course, you have your electronic devices to check your spelling. Again, this is your project for radial, bilateral, and asymmetry. If you have any questions, come see me. Thanks.